Hi, Sag. This is going to be your mid-October reading. Let's see what the full moon has brought in for you guys. This is good for Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus sign of Sagittarius in tropical astrology. As always, please keep in mind this is a general reading, so it will not resonate with everyone that watches. Check your other placements if this doesn't resonate, Sag. You could find some very valuable messages there as well. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link to my website is down in the description below. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. Right now it's Soma Chandra Sagittarius. Also, Sag, check out my other channel called Soma Chandra Libra. I read for Libra and Sagittarius exclusively on my other channel, and I do love messages there. This is a Celtic cross that can be applied to any part of your life. All right, let's take a look and see what has come out for you. The second house, the fourth house, Neptune in reverse. I have Capricorn at the bottom of the deck. The second house is about your assets, finances, and the things that you value. And the fourth house is about your home and the roots of your well-being. I see that the energy around you is Capricornian energy. You're feeling very serious. You are feeling very materialistic right now, but you're willing to work hard. Capricorn bestows a shrewdness and cautious ambition. Now, with Neptune in reverse for you, your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and a potential for illusion. With this in reverse with Capricorn, when it comes to your home and your family and where you lay down roots and what you value the most, I don't think you want to live in any illusions right now. If you have been living in any fantasies, I think you've snapped out of them. Neptune is this giant dreamy gas planet, and it does teach us to dream big. But it also teaches us that all that glitters isn't gold and that glamour is an illusion. Don't build castles in the clouds. I think you don't want to do that. I think you're ready to work hard for dreams to actually come true. I always feel like Neptune's like, we're going to have a parade. And then Saturn's like, did you look at the budget? I think you're looking at the budget. Actually, I know you are, because a lot of Pentacles came out for you guys. And if you're not thinking a lot about money during this full moon and middle to end of October, I think you're seeing everything in your life as having true merit and value. Like even emotions and sleep and time might seem like a pentacle to you. Your Spirit also wants you to practice patience right now. I have the Two of Pentacles twice and the Hangman twice. I don't think you have a choice. I feel like I'm not necessarily seeing a frustration, but in the tarot, what I'm seeing is I've really got to keep my shit together and I need to be practical. You also really need to be patient. Lemurian quartz came out for you. So things might not be moving at the speed that you want them to. As a matter of fact, the wheel's in reverse. So I know some of you feel like things are kind of ground to a halt at the moment. You're just being given a moment, Sag, to take pleasure in the things you do, because Sunstone came out. Also at the bottom of my Crystal Inspiration deck is turquoise. Prioritize your health. And I also have self-love at the bottom of the Life Coaching Oracle deck. It's really kind of all about you right now, Sag. I mean, yes, you're probably providing for other people and you're thinking about other things like most adults do, but don't forget to take care of yourself. You're learning that your capacity to love others is directly related to your ability to love yourself. And that actually starts by prioritizing your own health. So definitely focus on health right now. Nourishment came out as well. You're being asked to take a time out for self-care. So prioritize yourself, self-care and self-love. Watch your diet. Watch your sleep-wake cycle. You guys look like you're trying really hard to figure some stuff out and not lose any sleep. Also, it's important to be the real you right now, Sagittarius. 24, authentic self-expression. Be true to who you really are, and your life will change in the most amazing ways. I think you do want some change. I think you are ready for change, but I think you're thinking about change in the most practical of ways with the second and the fourth house. Definitely don't want to live in an illusion. And I know that you're willing to work hard because you saw yourself as the Eight of Pentacles. But at the center of everything is the Wheel of Fortune, and it flipped into the reverse. A couple cards flipped in the reverse, actually. And the Nine of Swords is in reverse as well. Not feeling like luck is on your side right now, eh, Sag? Perhaps a series of unfortunate events around the full moon. Now, the wheel in reverse is Saturn, and it can feel restrictive, but it gives you a moment to break cycles and patterns that are no longer working for you. It does teach us that there are times when, no, as a matter of fact, Spirit's not going to line everything up perfectly for us in life. You might be feeling like you might be feeling like you're experiencing a little bit of bad luck. You might feel a little bit of a karmic squeeze. It might be difficult to change for you right now. I feel like you want something to go with the flow, and I think that you want to practically apply yourself. But at this point, you're just trying not to lose sleep, it would appear. Trying not to worry, trying not to lose sleep as things just are kind of moving slowly or not moving quite the way you want. Things are halted right now. Remember what your oracle card said. Be patient. Just take time out to take care of yourself and know who you really are. Things might be slowing down and stressing you out so that you have a moment, Sag, to say, who am I really? Because once you know who you really are and you express the true you, your life is actually going to change in amazing ways. Change is coming. I can see it because the Tower is here. But what's driving you is the World and the Hangman. Pause and pause again. The World is that tectonic breath. A lot of life review. Some of you have been traveling. Some of you are looking back at cycles that have completed and looking at the cycles you're about to move into. But it's like there's this pause here with the Hangman of Pisces. You want to move forward, but you might be afraid to make a change, or things might be stopping forward motion. All you can do is practice patience and take care of yourself at this time and take a moment to see things from a different point of view. But deep within, the Four of Wands and Temperance, here's that fourth house. You guys are very focused on stability. You want to build a foundation right now, and you see yourself in it because there you are, calm, cool, and collected. You do want to practice patience. It's like you don't really have much of a choice. There's this pause, moving into a new cycle. I think you're trying to make some decisions on how to move forward. Some of you are maybe looking at a new home, a homecoming of some kind with another person. You just want peace at this point, deep within. That's what you're focused on because that's your energy, being divinely guided. But what you're thinking about all the time is interesting. The Tower and the Eight of Cups in reverse. I think that you know that you need to hit the eject button and allow for major change. There will be sudden shifts. There will be a sudden awakening. Hopefully that's not an earthquake or a natural disaster, because the Wheel of Fortune in reverse in the Tower can mean some things that go down that are kind of crazy, that are out of your control. Spirit is saying to you, and the highest version of yourself is saying to you, and what you're thinking about all the time is, I do need to make a major change. I do need to let towers that were built at the wrong place at the wrong time, with the wrong materials at the wrong spot, I do need to let those towers crumble. I'm just not sure if I'm ready to walk away. Something major may change that may ask you to come back to something that you had originally walked away from. It's okay to allow yourself to be emotionally indecisive. I do see a kind of back and forth energy here with you as you have some massive realizations, maybe some sudden awakenings. It will be hard for you to walk away and accept the change. Yeah, and I can see that for some of you, it might have to do with finances. I have a lot of Pentacles on the table, a lot. 2 of Pentacles twice, the 6 of Pentacles, the 8, the 7. Thinking a lot about the practical side of life, the way you see yourself moving forward, the next action you're going to take, the most important one around the full moon is the 4 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles. Something may happen in your home that will be an expense that you have to deal with, or something may happen that will cause you to have to pay out in some way, because I have the 6 of Pentacles here, and you might say, oh shit, I only have 2 pennies to rub together. Balance your time and your budget wisely. I see that you're going to be pinching pennies and holding back, but holding on. I think you want a lot of stability because I have 2 4s on the table here. You're going to be very busy at the end of the month. You probably are going to try to ignore your emotions. It's like, look, I don't have time to lose sleep over this. No, the wheel is not necessarily turning in my favor. As a matter of fact, in some parts of your life, the shit might be hitting the fan. You're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to make a practical one. Yeah. And the way you see yourself is the 8 of Pentacles, busy, working, focused on the details, working a lot, thinking a lot, while you're working. I clarified the Eight of Pentacles. I was like, what are they working on? What are they thinking about while they work? I wondered what was on his mind while he's working, looking at details and working. Focused on your everyday life and your routine. The Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and strength. Some of you have a Leo in your life because I have the Sun here as well. I think that you guys are trying to be really strong through a time that's giving you quite a bit of anxiety and sleepless nights. And it looks to be about possibly finances or money, an equal payout, equal give and take, having enough to give, having enough to pay the bills. Well, you're not sleeping on the job, that's for sure. You may be considering walking away from something as well, but you're just not sure how to do it. The wheel will right itself, Sag. It will start to turn in your favor again. I think there's just a little bit of a squeeze or a pinch for you. Hidden factors that you're not aware of. This could be a person around you or your response to the environment. I have Death and the Three of Wands. There could be a Scorpio in your midst. Something is going on with someone around you. There is a death or an ending of some kind. This person is going through a slow transformation. They're not afraid of what grows in the place of what dies. It may appear that this person's turned their back on you, but not necessarily. They could be waiting for you to come towards them. Someone is imagining what could happen between the two of you, I think. This person could be at a distance from you as well. But clarifying death is the Eight of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Page of Swords. This could have to do with a child, possibly, an air sign. Not necessarily a child, though. I just call a kid out when I see one here. This person sort of feels stuck in their head. I think they do want to talk to you. I think that they feel an emotional connection to you, and they're very curious to get some answers. They may be worried about a decision that's going to be made. They are listening. They're curious to know more, and they too are examining the growth potential, possibly of what could happen between the two of you. If there's no one in focus for you, Sagittarius, the hidden factors right now are with the World and Death and the Tower. Whether you are ready to walk away from something or not, transformation is coming, because I have that fast Martian transformation of the Tower and I have that slow Pluto transformation. If something major is changing in your life, it was a long time coming. And now something really needs to change, maybe to push you forward. You might not like the timing, but I think, I just heard phase one in effect. That's interesting, phase one. I think you're beginning to execute something, some kind of a change. It's stressful for you. You're not sure how you're going to make it work, especially with money or finances, because that fourth and second house. But it is a necessary ending that will allow the future to open up for you. There may be a heart-to-heart conversation with a person that's difficult to have, but this person or this situation holds information that you need. Either that or someone's just waiting to hear from you, or you're waiting to hear from them. This person could be a high priestess. They could be a Pisces or a Libra. They could be very quiet. They could be very intuitive. But I feel like you're the high priestess here, listening to your intuition. I don't think you have a lot to say right now. And I think that you and another person might be holding back a little bit with one another. That's because you're paused. I mean, I have the World here twice. I see you quietly thinking about the last cycle in your life, ready to start a new cycle. This could even involve travel or relocation, and you're definitely looking at the details. How you're going to be feeling around the full moon is the Seven of Pentacles and the Lovers, Gemini showing up. I think you're going to think a lot about what you're investing in. I see you waiting for something to happen, and I think that you're hoping that it's a perfect match for you with the Lovers. Gemini teaches us total value alignment and harmony and love. You and someone else, or you in a specific situation, like match made in heaven, person, job, where you live, Spirit is trying to line you up with that situation, but you may just need to wait. I think you're going to recall the past. I think it might even feel kind of futile. Some of you are waiting for a return on an investment, and you really don't want to have to invest anymore. Just weigh your odds at this point. I think you feel like something is a perfect match for you. You're just going to have to wait for this garden, this tree to bear fruit. The Seven of Pentacles came out for Libra too. But the final outcome is the Knight of Cups and the Sun. And I clarified this. I think that despite the universe and spirit not making it easy for you with the wheel in reverse and the Nine of Swords here, and wondering how you're going to make something work, probably financially, I think you feel like something is right for you, and you are just going to focus on the bright side of life, and you're going to put the work in. The Knight of Pentacles will show up every day and do his part. A good employee, a good son or daughter, a good partner in some way. Doesn't like to step outside of the comfort zone too terribly much, but he's slow and steady wins the race. So I think for you, you're just going to move slowly and put effort into something continuously in a very practical way, hoping for the best with the Sun. Also, if any of you were thinking about moving, because I did clarify this and I got the Chariot, the Hangman, and the Two of Pentacles. Some of you are waiting for something to happen. It's something that makes you very happy as well. You're not sure if there's going to be forward motion or not in this situation. It's like there has been forward motion, but then you're going to stop and look at something differently and then weigh your odds and see if it's what you really want to do. I also just heard, is this happening or not? Be careful that money's not burning a hole through your pocket. You see how the Hangman is losing coins here? You might get yourself into a situation where you don't have any choice but to go in a certain direction with the Sun. I do think it's towards something positive. I don't think you're quite ready to step outside of a comfort zone in a certain way right now, Sagittarius. Just listen to your intuition and take the pause. I think what you're really trying to do is learn how to accept that sometimes you won't have too much control over things with the Hangman and the Wheel in reverse. It's just giving you a moment to figure out how to deal with life in the most practical way possible. I see you're going to put a lot of work into things. Just be the real you, and please take care of yourself. This will take patience, very much so, and you're supposed to also be taking pleasure in the things that you do. Now, I have the Sun here in the Lovers, but I'm not seeing other cards that indicate that you're looking at it from that point of view. The Hangman is asking you to do that. The Hangman twice is asking you about any important part of your life. Do I really like this? Do I love this? Am I taking pleasure in this? In particular, when it comes to your health, I just heard someone saying, I hate that diet plan. Then don't do it. I hate Zumba. Don't do it. Do yoga instead. Make your health a priority, but make sure you're doing something that you take pleasure in. And life is going to take patience right now, and just keep in this Capricorn energy, because when I saw this, the second and the fourth house, and then Neptune in reverse in Capricorn here, I was like, yep, they definitely don't want to live in any fantasies about their assets, about their finances, about the things that are important to them and where they live and their home. Yeah, you might even do some self-improvement on your own as opposed to hiring someone. You may not be sure you want to do that because of the cost. Listen to your intuition. It will steer you in the right direction. And now might not be the right time for forward motion in a specific situation, in particular relationships. A person around you might be going through some sort of an ending and a transformation. I think they do want to talk, but they seem a little worried. I think they think their hands are tied. Yeah, they may open up and talk to you about that though. They're pulling back. They're saying stop. All right, Sag, that's the full moon, and that's the middle to end of October here on this channel. I hope it resonates with you, and I hope it helps you. You can always book a private reading with me if you want to work with me personally. Check out my other channel, Soma Chandra Libra, for your love message. That's going up later on tonight. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sag. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.